measure it at the end and be able to make decisions to change your strategy or see that it's working?
We're maniacal about that. We pride ourselves in having an information-based strategy, and we are maniacal about being able to measure results. We are probably the best at it when it comes to direct mail and online. I would say we're probably the best in the financial services industry in doing that. We have highly sophisticated models that we turn that information around to help us make decisions the next go around. It's a little harder when you throw just kind of broad media advertising in there. It's kind of like then you're talking about complex media mix models and kind of what else is going on in the marketplace at the time and all those good things. But we usually don't put something out in the marketplace that we can't measure, which is kind of why social is so hard for us. We're like, how do you know if you're successful? How do you know?
Do you have an example of a strategy that you changed up because of some stats that you got?
Well, we change everything. You know, we will change, like, we'll put like 5 different things out in the marketplace and see which works best. We'll do complex, like discrete choice testing in research to drive what we put in market. We'll do a whole bunch of complex testing and like bits and pieces and parts that you can parse together at the end that kind of will then kind of drive us to put something different in the marketplace. It is constant, whether it's around fees or interest rates or benefits or features.
These mostly like short-term changes, or there's something that you make permanent because of the statistics you got?
Nothing's ever permanent. Like we'll go out and we'll go back and do foundational testing every few years in things that matter, and in terms of things like risk, credit line assignment, APRs, interest rates, fees. We'll go back out and we'll do foundational testing again and again because the marketplace shifts, consumers' needs shifts, consumer perception shifts. So we're known for having one of the largest databases in the country.
That's pretty sophisticated to do that.
Yeah. Maniacal. There's lots of people with propellers walking around our building.
How many pieces of a direct mail campaign, how many pieces are you testing with? Like 100,000, 20,000?
It depends. Our stats folks will tell you that it depends kind of what your response rate is, because if your response rate is higher, you need fewer pieces. If your response rate is lower, you need more pieces, and so it kind of just depends on which segment. If you're going to a highly responsive segment, you need less pieces than a lower response segment.
I can see how you can do that sort of testing on things which are directly related to sales or leads or whatever. What research quantitative approach do you do to your theme campaigns for what's in your wallet?
We have a couple of different tracking programs that we use for our brand health. So we track our brand health continuously in terms of general awareness, top of mind awareness, consideration, depth of consideration. And for our advertisements, we do testing. They're scored. We also, so we get scores back either right after we put them in the market or right before we put them in the market to see how they're scoring. And then we'll also, have folks who, for financial services, rate. It's kind of a blind thing where you're taken through to kind of look at questions like, did you watch this TV program last night? Yes, I did. If you did you see a commercial where somebody did this? If you did, whose commercial was that for? And then what was the, so kind of like, so we test ourselves against Chase and Discover and Citi and Amex for things like that. So pretty sophisticated and, by the way, expensive tracking programs.
Who are you using for the research? Which set of customers?
All of them, so we can break them down into our high risk, medium risk, low risk.
So you send out a link or it's through digital that you follow up?
Yeah.
I'm looking for direction from my producers now. It's